Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next action will be forward in the Quest middleweight division. So please put your hands together and welcome our first fighter into the arena. To the blue corner, please welcome Will Tree. And now we welcome his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, please show your appreciation and welcome Tom Avann. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next bout of the evening. So introducing to you first, standing and boxing out of the blue corner tonight, representing Hit and Live in Chichester. Please show your appreciation for Will Tree. His opponent tonight, standing across the ring and fighting out of the red corner. Tonight, representing Next Gen in Eastbourne. Please make some noise for Tom Avann. This bout to be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Peter McCann. Our referee in charge of the action, third man in the ring, Mr. Kane Baker.
Next up tonight, we've got Will Tree against Tom Avann. Will Tree, his ring name is RPG, because his middle name's Robert Page, and I asked him what the G stands for, and he said he doesn't really know. That's just what people call him, so we'll go with that. He's half Irish, and I said to him, "We're going to bring the fighting Irish with you tonight," and he said, "Yes, I'm going to do my best." So he's up against Tom Avann, who's a big Hugh Grant fan. That's who he models his hair on, apparently. So
not many fighting men would admit to that.
No, but he was quite proud of the fact. So.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, when you look at this sort of Avann, the more experienced, 3 fights, 2 wins, 1 loss, up against Will Tree, who's making his debut. But, you know, he's come out very, very lively, Tree, throwing some big, big shots. And you're saying about his sort of his ring moniker there, RPG. I was thinking, you know, rocket-propelled grenade, something like that. Maybe sort of a bit of a banger, but, you know, obviously the explanation you've given is quite as cool.
Like a rocket, didn't he? Letting his hands go, and yeah, he's really taken it to Tom Avann. But I will say, Tom Avann's dealing with it really well, giving himself an opportunity to actually pick his shots as well, rather than just throw them. But he's under the cosh here from RPG. But I think he's boxing really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the pace will slow down from big shot there from sort of Tom Avann. Caught Will Tree very, very heavily there.
One thing I will say, Alan, if they think they're going to keep this up for 3 rounds, I hope they're both fit.
I couldn't keep this up for 3 seconds. But again, you know, he's coming forward and sort of swinging in those big shots. But like you say, Tom Avann's doing really well, because this is a difficult type of fighter to sort of fight. Somebody who's like that, relentless, coming forward, throwing shots. It's hard to create that range. You can see that Avann wants that range to sort of throw his shots. He's very tall at the weight, you know, incredibly tall, both of them at the weight.
Yeah, Tom Avann covers up really well, but some of our RPG shots are getting through. It's just the cleaner work coming from Tom Avann that's catching my eye. So it's going to be interesting to see how the judges are going to see this one as well. Because for me, I think, like I said there, the cleaner work from Tom Avann is what I'm looking at. Although the work rate from Will Tree has been fantastic also.
Wow, what an opener. You know, both of them literally putting everything into that round. And I was impressed with Tom Avann, you know, picking his shots nicely and weathered the storm. But, you know, you cannot fault Will Tree, RPG, for coming forward and just literally throwing the kitchen sink, literally, at Tom Avann in that first round. See there Will Tree getting his instructions from his coach Liam Craddock there, and you know, he definitely, like you said, he brought the Fighting Irish with him for that first round.
Yeah, he looked more than half Irish in that round, didn't he?
Yeah. It reminds me, he looks a little bit like the actor Michael Shannon. I don't know if you know Michael Shannon, but he, you know,
what's he in?
God, he's in so many films that you just sort of I'll have a think. Good body shots there from Tom Avann, back to the ropes and sort of picking his shots. And, you know, you can see what Will Tree wants to do. He wants to land those power shots. That's what he's looking for.
Something that that Tom Avann's doing really well, although albeit a little hint of it, disorganisation in this round, is staying organised. And it's something that's really difficult to do when you've got someone like Will Tree in front of you who's just coming at you, throwing shots from all sorts of angles. He's throwing in uppercuts, he's throwing in hooks. But it's a real good effort from Tom Avann to stick to what he's trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last time out in the league when Avann made his debut, he lost the decision in Chichester. And I know that, you know, coming off of that loss, all he wants to do is get that win tonight. And he's sort of, you can see he must have trained incredibly hard down at the sort of the next gen gym, but got clipped there with a sort of a kind of a chopping right hand there from Will Tree as he had his back to the ropes. And I'd like to see, you know, Avann not spending as much time on the ropes.
It's really good work from long range there from Avann as he stepped out and then come back in with a shot, so he sort of dodged a shot.
Oh, lovely footwork there from Avann.
Really good work there from Avann.
But here comes Tree again.
Always think is a testament to a good fight is when I sit here and I just sort of absorb it and take it in. I don't really say anything. I know that's my job to sit here and talk, but sometimes you're watching a fight and you're just loving what's unfolding in front of you. And although I will say this isn't the best quality of boxing from either fighter, it is a very good quality fight.
Yeah, they're both evenly matched, even though, you know, prior to this contest, Avann is the more experienced of the two. But you can't fault Will Tree for just the sheer output and sheer determination. You can see it on his face.
And something there, what I said, that it's not the best quality of boxing, and that's not because neither of these have got quality. They both have, but it's just the type of fight this has turned into. You have to be really on it to be able to pull your quality out against an opponent like Will Tree or against an opponent like Tom Avann, who just said, do you know what, come on then, let's make a proper fight of this.
And like you say, sometimes when you get absorbed into a fight like this, you know, you do get carried away with the action, and it's hard to sort of, you know, not just sit there and just enjoy it from a purely sort of spectator's perspective. But, you know, we're here to critique it. We're here to, you know, give our thoughts and how we see the fight going. And I've got to say, coming into this fight, again, it's another close one on tonight's Divide and Conquer card here in Bognor Regis at the Arena Sports Centre. And if you're just joining us, you've got Tom Avann in the black and white shorts up against Will Tree making his competitive debut in the black shorts trimmed with gold. And, you know, the fight has followed a very similar pattern. Will Tree in the sort of black and gold coming forward relentlessly, and, you know, Avann trying to kind of fend him off.
Good movement there from Tom Avann, just trying to escape the clutches of Will Tree as he continues just to come forward and put pressure on Tom Avann. Tom Avann's dealing with it really well. It's a good effort from both fighters, and they're both fighting exactly how I think they should be fighting this fight. I think Will Tree should be taking the action to Tom Avann, and I think Tom Avann should be looking for those cleaner shots and covering up and trying to move off, and I think it's a real good performance from both fighters, and it's making for an absolutely fantastic watch.
Yeah, and at the moment here is...
You mentioned there how evenly matched this fight is, and it's a hats off and a testament to the quality of work that Jack Dowling's put in with this show down here in Bognor Regis.
Absolutely. And I would say here, looking at this round, you know, just from sheer forward aggression here from sort of Will Tree, you know, he's edging this one. You know, Avann, I would imagine after that first round, Avann probably thought, well, he's never going to keep that work rate up, so, you know, he's going to tire. But, you know, credit where credit's due to Will Tree. He's kept coming forward, he's kept the intensity, he's kept the aggression, and I bet sort of Tom Avann's going to be glad to see the back of him after this fight. You know, whoever gets this decision, you know, it is a very, very close fight.
Yeah,
you know, could even be a draw.
I don't think either of them are going to be rushing for a rematch in this one. This is such an evenly matched fight, and they've both put so much effort into it.
Yeah, and you can see the sort of Tom Avann's punches are a little bit sort of lacking in anything now, but...
Well, I absolutely love that one, Alan, and the crowd have gone absolutely mental for that final bell. That was a fantastic fight. Great to watch, and an absolute privilege to commentate on. And do you know what? Whichever way this fight goes, this is one that people that have come here tonight are going to remember, because they've put on a fight where they've both got absolutely everything into it. And I think the little charade that Will Tree put on there probably does lean towards the fact that you said about being an RPG. It looked like he done
the rocket propelled grenade.
The rocket propelled grenade off his shoulder. Fantastic, I love it.
I mean, it's like we say, we've said it many times tonight, it's really just down to what the judges, you know, like. Did they like the forward aggression? Did they notice, you know, the sort of the clean counters from Tom Avann? But, you know, time and time again we see it. The sort of the aggressive come forward style fighter takes the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please show your appreciation for both boxers here in the ring. And after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision. Your winner, Will Tree.
Yeah, you called it right there, Alan. I leant towards Tom Avann just because I thought those first 2 rounds he landed the cleaner shots, but as you've written down the piece of paper, Will Tree on aggression, and I will not argue with either way that fight went, because it was a fantastic fight, really well fought contest.